So this week's top 5, and we'll probably do a 6 through 10 on Halloween, on the Halloween season. We'll do 6 through 10, but right now we want to do our top 5 horror movies of all time. More or less, it's going to be tough because there's a lot of freaking great ones out there. So our director
on the other side of the camera today
actually wants to share her top 5 because she's a big horror fan. She writes a lot of mystery, suspense, and that kind of thing. She's Edgar Aspen Poe. So,
hey, can I get my cup ready for my spit take?
No.
So when you say when you're listening,
spit everywhere. Okay.
Terrence, you go first.
Wait. You brought your own on the side.
No, I have to go last.
No.
All right, okay.
You're going after Terrence.
Okay, cool. All right, so my top 5. Sorry, that's my daughter, if you can hear her on the other side. All right, so my top 5. I mix a little bit with new and old. Some old, there's some new on it. And I'm going to start with number 5. So, number 5, Phantasm. This movie scared me to... Are we starting out already? Are we starting out already? This movie scared me to death when I was a kid.
Rest in peace, Angus.
Exactly. Boy, that scared me to death. The little spear, the ball with the blades.
That was awesome.
In your head, and you're seeing people twitch and doing that stuff.
But the spear in part 2 was better. The sphere. Did I say spear? The sphere.
The tall man is enough to bring you nightmares. So if he had kids and stuff, I don't know how they were like, Grandpa, tall man, because he'd freak me out. We'd have never went over for Christmas. There'd been no Thanksgiving dinners.
And then of course,
boy.
Number 4.
I'm gonna go Babadook. Babadook is a newer horror film, and for what it is, for what it shows you, we're still doing this. All right, for what it shows you very little, but it builds you up on the character of Babadook with the books and
scenes.
The shadows.
Good scenes.
Good scenes. This whole movie was great. And the little kid wanted to protect his mom, building the traps and stuff. You feel for the little kid. You're like, this movie's awesome.
Toy Story 3, he liked.
I did.
Okay.
I did. I did.
He cried in Toy Story 3.
I did.
All right. Next. 3.
Number 3. I'm gonna go Insidious.
That's a good pick. I like that. That's a good pick.
Insidious is a good pick, but you poo-poo my Babadook.
I Babadooked all over it.
I set myself up for that. So Insidious. All right, so it gets you, once again, another film that builds tension, it builds suspense, it builds you into the mood, the atmosphere, shows you very little, but the music with this film, it gets you into it.
The violins were great.
It was like just and all that stuff. It was like you didn't see nothing, but that violin goes off, and you're like, what's going on? That's what makes it a great film. All right, number 2. It's upside down. I can read upside down. Number 2, Nightmare on Elm Street. Very good. First one.
Okay. Oh, I thought you said like Freddy's Revenge.
I like Freddy's Revenge. You don't hate Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2.
No. That is no.
You don't hate Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2.
No,
but Nightmare on Elm Street 1, you love. Because that was movie, because it was serious Freddy. It was Freddy who's there, and you finally got a new villain or a new slasher horror
icon.
Yeah, exactly. That wasn't like the regular trope.
God.
Yeah, exactly. He could get you in your dreams. There was no escape. And it was like, you go to sleep, die, boom. And it was like, you couldn't go to sleep. You couldn't hide. You couldn't do nothing because eventually you were going to go to sleep.
Unless you're a dream warrior.
Eventually you couldn't even stay awake.
And exactly. You were going to pass out. You take drugs. You can do all this other stuff, and you'll get died. And you'll get died. You'll get died.
You'll get died.
You'll get died. Number 1. Hellraiser.
Jesus wept.
Exactly. Hellraiser, it was one of those films that was like, was it the characters that scared you? Was it the fact that there was no escape from them because they set you up with this whole box? And it was like you didn't have to do anything. They just put the box in front of you, and if you touched it, it solved itself, and then they would just come. I mean, they were from hell. How can you beat hell?
Well, they were angels to some, demons to others.
They were from hell.
And
How can you beat hell? It was just, that was it. Because they came for you, there was no escape. There was no, oh, we'll run. There was no like, oh, fall and break your ankle. It was like, you were there, chains were coming, they were ripping flesh apart, and they were laughing and having a good time. And then you became, or if you were like evil enough, you became one of the little demons and stuff. But the movie itself, and even if you went to hell and you tried to escape, they came for you anyway. So even when you were dead, you were messed up, they would still come get you.
Worse than when you were alive.
Exactly. So that's what makes this my number one. I can still watch it every Halloween and still get creeped out every time I see it.
Nice.
All right.
And Hellbound, Hellraiser 2 was awesome too. It was pretty good.
No, it's pretty good. Yeah, I still like number one first.
Oh yeah, all day. Doug Bradley, you're awesome as Pinhead. All right, so new to the top 5 today is our director Aspen.
All right.
Edgar Aspen Poe. Number 5.
I'm ready. Okay, number 5 is Scream, the first one, and it's on.
Cassius.
No.
Leave her alone.
No. Listen, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna punch you in the face. I love
punch you in the face.
I love Scream so much just because of the fact that Ghostface is always someone related or close to our focus character. And that was like mind-boggling, thinking that like, oh, Ghostface is my best friend, or Ghostface is my aunt, or like something like that was like really great to figure out. Also, just like the typical
mystery,
like mystery and teenage, mess, because it opens with like this girl being home alone and
Drew.
her parents are.
They kill off a freaking
On vacation.
all-star. Yeah, a movie star right off the bat.
Also, like that intro, they name iconic horror movies, so like
And Drew Barrymore's still upset about the money she lost on that film.
Yep.
props to that. Okay, so number 4 is Chucky.
Chucky
Yeah,
or Child's Play.
whatever.
Whatever. No, because there's a distinct difference.
No, I have.
Child's Play was a horror movie. Chucky was a comedy show.
Yeah, very
no,
true.
I
Except
know.
Curse of Chucky. Curse of Chucky was excellent.
Yeah, that actually.
That's the last one. Very good.
There's
Very
like a
good.
recent new one. Okay, but I have a reason for just calling it Chucky.
Because you're young.
So
Okay.
Cassius.
No.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. Just because like the story itself was like really good and like it wasn't that scary. Chucky in general, like just by himself, was absolutely terrifying because I have a big fear of like my actual like toys and like things that are in boxes and my stuffed animals like just magically coming alive or being, just stop laughing at me. Like being taken over by some spirit that's like around.
is there beer in here?
Heidi ho. Ha 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 ha.
Like I have a fear now. Like my brother, he's 2 and he has toys that talk and count and say colors and that's weird. I don't like that. So yeah,
Awesome.
that creeps me out in general.
Child's Play was awesome.
Does it record audio? Can you do the Heidi ho and record it and then like put it
Number 3.
Okay, number 3. Okay, this one y'all won't know, but it's Goosebumps: Night of the Living Dummy.
Oh wait, the actual
Slappy?
TV show
Yeah.
was Slappy. Yeah, it's
It was creepy.
It was actually creepy.
Yeah,
It was
that was
creepy.
out of
It's
the.
dolls. I mean,
Yeah.
all right.
Okay, this is my time to shine. My time. Okay, so
Stay on
out
topic.
of all of the Goosebumps like shows and little mini movies, Night of the Living Dummy was the most horrifying, like to anybody, like any like 90s kid who watched it. Like the other ones were just, they were okay, but Night of the Living Dummy was like, it was the real stuff. Like that was real, and you could not watch that alone. Like your mom had to sit in the room with you.
Or Dad.
Yeah.
All right.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2 is Halloween. Obviously.
I touch you will.
Just because like I love Jamie Lee Curtis, and also Michael Myers, like just in general, is an amazing. I was about to say an amazing person. He's not. an amazing.
He's great. He's amazing.
Actually, he did Austin Powers and he
Yeah, he's great. Wayne's World.
He gave out newspapers. Yeah, no. I don't mean that. I just mean his character, because he was a character that didn't speak. Everything was in body language, and everything was in the kills, and everything was his backstory, his vendetta. Like all of that was just really powerful and just really like stabbed deep with like the feels.
I see what you did there.
Number 1.
Okay, and number 1, of course, I'm a little biased. Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one. Mainly, I'm a little biased because I met Heather Nancy,
Oh,
my
that's
best
cool.
friend. I don't care what anybody says. I love the Nightmare on Elm Street series, every single one. I don't care. Even though I have really huge beef with the new one, the 2010 version.
Whoa.
I still love it just because the story. Freddy Krueger was my biggest nightmare. Truly, when I was first shown it by this horrible human standing next
Great parenting. Great parenting.
It terrified me, kept me up at night. I would cry. But now he's like,
I didn't know that.
I know. It was like, but now he's like my best friend. And if I was ever in trouble in my dreams, I call Freddy Krueger. Like this happened to me. Freddy Krueger was in my dream and he was after me. But then I realized, lucid dreaming's a thing, and I switched it around. And Freddy Krueger ended up killing this person that I didn't like. So
Freddy Krueger was a henchman, maybe.
yeah.
Not bad. All right.
Yeah.
That's a sequel.
Ta-da!
Nice. Very nice, Aston, for your first go around. Very nice. Very nice.
Right.
Love it.
All right, where's your list at?
All right. So my number 5. I'm joking. Yeah. My number Ricochet, very nice. All right, my number 5 is actually Dario Argento's Demons.
That was actually a good one.
That movie, when I first saw it in the drive-in, scared the hell out of me.
Oh my god.
Yep, the drive-in. Mission driving, baby. San Anto all day.
He's dating himself again.
I'm dating myself, but it's all right. I'm pretty hot. So anyway, Dario Argento's Demons scared the hell out of me. It was freaking amazing movie as far as just the, turning into the transformations. Now obviously the special effects and makeup and all that weren't the best in the world, but it was just freaking creepy as hell. Mm-hmm. And there were some really good kill scenes in that.
No, it was a creepy.
Yeah, it was really creepy movie. So you got to go check that out. Number 4. I'm gonna get beef on this one, but my number 4 is actually Nightmare on Elm Street.
Put it at number 4?
I put it at number 4. I love Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy Krueger was freaking my hero back in the day. But you know what? It's just, if you go 1, 3, that's right. 1, 3, Freddy's versus Jason.
Dang, you put that all the way before 2.
Yeah, sorry, 2 would probably be dead last. But
I give you.
Are you kidding me?
Stay on target.
Dream Child was not good. Sorry, I love you, but Dream Child was not good. Dream Master was awesome. Dream Child was not good. The Freddy's Nightmares was horrible. Sorry. That's what it's called, right?
Revenge?
No, not Freddy's. The 5th one. No, the 6th one. Was it?
Who cares? Revenge is number 2.
What was the freaking one with the 6 with the Nintendo power thing?
We're off target.
Oh my goodness!
Stay on target.
No, I can't. Freddy's dead. Thank you.
Freddy's dead.
We'll put it up.
Freddy's dead. The final nightmare. That's what it was.
That wasn't a good one.
Anyway, but the one that launched it all was Nightmare on Elm Street 1, and it freaking Terrence is on point on everything. Both of them are. It's just freaking great. He's amazing. All right, number 3 is Halloween.
Okay.
Halloween was made in 1978, and guess what? Everybody else started freaking following the lead of Halloween because of all the money. Now, some would argue that Psycho was actually the number 1 slasher film, which I could probably give some credit to there.
Which is true.
But you think so?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Halloween still took it another level. It was freaking amazing, and Jamie Lee Curtis made a star out of her, and Donald Pleasance, just was awesome. And except Halloween 2, he just, or Halloween 4 when he started getting old, like. I gotta do it, man. You ready?
Yes, do it. Do it.
Michael Myers is here. Michael Myers is here.
By then, he had done that role so many times.
Yeah. So, but other than that, Halloween 1, absolutely the freaking best. Number 2, Jaws, all day, and that is because Jaws, you have no idea what's underwater. You just have no idea. And the beginning when she's swimming away and it's looking up at her was great. I have this as my number 1 movie of all time because this is pretty much what true strength, vision, and discipline, that's what filmmaking's all about, because the shark was supposed to be seen a lot more. It was supposed to be a lot more brutal and gory, and the shark wouldn't work. So because the shark wouldn't work, Steven Spielberg had to think of different ways. So they used the music, they used camera angles, they used barrels just to show that the shark was present. And it was that kind of genius that just makes Jaws like freaking awesome. It's like it's a model perseverance. That's why I love that movie.
Maybe if Shia hadn't worked in the whole last Indiana Jones, we could have got some innovative direction in that movie.
Oh, man.
Calm down.
So Jaws is my number 2. The number 1 movie all day, every day, it's The Exorcist. Come on. You just cannot beat The freaking Exorcist.
Oh my god.
Now, granted, you go from the beginning to right about when Reagan starts getting possessed, it's freaking boring as hell. That movie is so boring. But from the minute she gets possessed to the end, excellent freaking movie. And it is the creepiest, ugliest freaking movie I've ever seen in my life. I've seen it probably on a handful. I can count on my hands how many times I've seen this movie because I don't like seeing it. So that's
it.
You know what's
that's my top 5 on that one.
You know what's better than The Exorcist?
What?
Richard Pryor's stand-up on The Exorcist.
Oh God! All right,
That's actually really funny.
that's very funny. Quick shout out, rest in peace to Commandant Lassard. George Gaines passed away from Police Academy.
Wow, that sucks.
Yeah, so rest in peace, Commandant. I hope you have your goldfish up there in heaven, and we love you.
I love you too.
Terrence, take us home.
Real quick, I want to say because as of late, we've been adding a lot of friends on our social media through Twitter and through Facebook. Like you mentioned before, Prince Solomon and Frank Marietti. I hope I got your name right, man. I apologize, but he also has a podcast which I've also posted on our Facebook. So if you guys get a chance, but definitely if you guys see, like I said, I shared it. So if you guys see his podcast, definitely take a look. It was actually pretty entertaining. But make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you comment on this video. Let us know your top 5 horror films. We're obviously going to revisit this later in the year, but
6 through 10, baby. Halloween.
We're big horror fans, so obviously now with the whole resurgence of horror movies are coming out all the time. So this is one of the reasons why we wanted to tackle it now. And I think probably after or before this video posts, I haven't figured out the schedule yet, but I'll post a review for The Witch, which you'll love. But make sure we get some feedback on this one. Let us know what you want us to do for future top 5s, and anything else you think we can start doing.
Hey, you know what's funny is that we did horror today, and she's wearing a Jesus shirt.
I know. That's the best horror movie of all time.
Thank Jesus for making these people who wrote these movies.
No. That's the best horror movie of all time, and it's like
that's actually true.
He died and he came back. That's a zombie. That's a plot of a zombie movie.
Oh my God, she was not a zombie.
Okay, that's Jesus is a zombie. All right, I don't know about that. Lord, that's all him.
No.
With that being said,
where's the lightning bolt?
I'm Manny.
Terrence.
Oh, I'm Aspen.
And that was the goods.
Nice. Okay, did we have any honorable mentions on that?
Man, I want to say Amityville, but there's I don't know.
I had Candyman, Cube, Freddy vs. Jason, The Ring,
good.
Tales of the Crypt,
The Ring,
and It.
It was boring to me.
The Ring is good.
I had to watch it. She didn't like it.
Yeah, it was
Grudge?
boring until
We tried.